When you start walking a path less chosen, a lot of things happen. One, your vibration changes. So the things that you used to attract don't attract you anymore. And the things that do find their way to you are not something that you're prepared for. And even the person that you see in the mirror is not the same person that you used to know until yesterday or until even a few moments ago. Because after a point, that progress just accelerates, and it accelerates to the point that it's hard to keep up with. And this is not in a negative sense, this is in a very positive sense. Now I see a lot of people who want to share this path, who want to share this journey with a lot of excitement, but the moment they start talking about it with other people, the people that they have known all through their lives before this transformation began, don't understand a word of it, and they start making fun of it or just try to pull them down one way or another. And that is not something that helps progress on this path. So, even though it might sound harsh to some people, try not to share your journey with others. The people who are meant to find you on that journey will find you, irrespective of you trying to convince somebody to walk that path with you. So just have faith. Keep walking down that path. And you will have such beautiful, unique experiences. You will attract the energies, the things in the world that you had never dreamt of. And the universe will always light your way. It might get lonely sometimes. It might feel a little bit isolated at times. But understand that it's only temporary. That feeling isolated, feeling left out, all of these are just feelings and very temporary feelings. Some of it can also be managed with a mindset change or more acceptance of reality or acceptance of the situation, something that we can talk about in detail later. But for now, I would say that as a person who has always felt emotionally unseen and left out by her near and dear ones for the most part of my life, I have now accepted that that is the way things were, not because of me, but because of all our individual situations, all our individual um, destiny, let's say. And it had nothing to do with that interdependence. There are some people that I meet who turn other people into their projects. Not because they truly care about if their life is fixed or not, but because they're trying to fix their own mistakes or their own past through somebody else's present, which obviously is not going to help or turn fruitful, but that is their intention. And similarly, most of the times when we are trying to look for something that we have not had, and we just keep like knocking on multiple doors trying to find the answer to that or trying to find a fix for that, we are not able to, because there is no fix for that. There's no external fix for that. There's only an internal fix for that. And that happens once you start walking that road less taken, because you start rewiring yourself to the extent that you start seeing the world very differently. Your perspectives change, your definitions change, your understanding changes, your foundation of life itself changes, even how you breathe changes. And I'm not kidding, this is real. And I'm talking this as somebody who has been walking this path for a few years now. And I have to say, it truly is beautiful. It is not easy for sure, it is not linear for sure. It has its own obstacles, it has its own ups and downs. But there's not one day of it that I regret. There were some days that were tough, there were some days that were hard, there were some days when I did not want to get out of bed. There were some days when I honestly thought that it's better to just live up in the Himalayas all by myself, meditating and not fall back into the society, because it's just not worth it. But I'm glad that I didn't do it, although I thought about it quite often and quite seriously. But I'm glad I didn't do it, because now I see the world in a very different way, and the vibration that I attract, the people that I meet, the situations that I come across are so much better than they used to be. It could also be that my perspective change and how I see things is not the same as I used to. In places and situations that I used to see problems all the time, now are just situations. Like there's no good or bad, there's no problem solution, there's nothing. It's just a situation. And then it's about if I want to get out of it, if I want to get involved in it, or if I have to do something about it, or is it just going to take care of itself? So, yeah, I think life has taught me a lot of things about acceptance, about maintaining a very neutral attitude towards things. And it's not something um, that I forced myself to do. It is something that happened to me in the process. And the process involved a lot of other steps and a lot of other things that sort of guided me and helped me get to a point where things don't bother me the way they used to. And I'm pretty grateful about it. That I've learned to live life, enjoy life. It's not like I don't enjoy life anymore. I do. In fact, I enjoy it much, much more than I used to. And I'm so happy about it. Like, I don't think I've ever enjoyed life the way I enjoy it now. I don't even need a reason to smile anymore. I can just smile and I truly feel it from the bottom of my heart. And most of the people that see me passing by are like, hey, I saw you and you were just smiling for no reason. I was like, yeah, I usually do that. It's quite normal. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is. You can just be in a happy state, come what may. You just have to choose to be happy. You just have to choose to see the light. And then again, what we talked about one of the previous days about, yeah, but it's so difficult. You don't understand. It's not easy. Well, not easy does not mean impossible. It means you just have to be more adamant about it, like you are with your ambitions and your goals. Be that adamant about seeing the light all the time, and you will see the light all the time, irrespective of which road you take, the one less traveled or the one usually taken. I'll see you tomorrow.